What's up, YouTube? It's Sworn Leader back with another PSP tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to enable the PlayStation Network on 5.03 Gen firmware or 5.50 Gen D3 firmware. This process will work on both. If you have a fully hackable PSP that you're having trouble enabling the PlayStation Network on Gen D3, follow this process and you'll be all set. If you have a PSP 3000 or an unhackable 2000 that you can't get the PlayStation Network up and running on 5.03 Gen firmware, you're going to need a fully hackable PSP, either your own or a friend that is willing to do this whole process for you. But yeah, you're going to need a fully hackable PSP to do this. So first things first, now you open up the file in the description, and you will see these two PSP folder and the 500.pbp. What we're going to do is downgrade to M33-6, and then you can re-update afterwards, but you need to get down to M33-4 or -6 or Gen D2, anything other than Gen 5.03 or Gen D3. So drag those two files onto the root of your memory stick on the fully hackable PSP, and then we will move on to the next step. Alright, now I'm back onto my, this is my 1000, my fully hacked 1000. And what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the game section of the XMB, and you will see, let me find it here. There it is, HellCats Recovery Flasher. You're going to press X on HellCats Recovery to run that. Now we're going to use HellCats to downgrade this PSP. This is a fully hackable PSP. Do not attempt to do this on a 3000. You'll brick your fucking 3000, alright? This is a fully hacked PSP 1000, and we're going to downgrade it and then use its settings on the 3000, alright? This is HellCats. Now what we want to do is install CFW of version selected above, second option, and make sure the top one says target FW 5.00, and then you can click X on install CFW, and then you want to make sure you select reset or format settings as well, and hit X. Now it's going to go through and reformat all the flashes. It's going to and then it's going to write custom firmware M5.00 M33 to this PSP. The main thing that we're worried about is resetting the settings. You want everything reset. Okay, now it's assigning and formatting the flashes. Now it's installing the firmware, and you'll see down here it's writing file, flash 0, blah blah blah. So I'm going to shut this camera off, and I will rejoin when this has completed installing the M33 firmware. Alright, now when this completes installation, it will say press any button to shut down. Press X. Now it takes a couple seconds here. It takes a while to shut the PSP off, but I'll rejoin once I get this back on. Now when the PSP reboots, select all the settings. Alright, now the next step. You're going to want to press select, and down here where it says USB device, change that until it says flash 1. You can exit VSH. I have psnlover installed already on this PSP. I'll include it in the description. All you have to do is add the psnlover.prx to the seplugins folder, and then add mso:/seplugins/psnlover.prx-1 to your game.txt file. I'll include that all in the description exactly what you have to do there. But I already have it installed on this PSP, so I'm going to go over here to the PlayStation Network and press X and to set up a new connection. Alright, now it's going to connect. And once it's connecting, once it's done connecting, you will see this. You want to, you can either create an account or use an existing account, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use my existing account, and I'll be back once I put in this information. Alright, once you put your login information, you can go down to continue. And now this says proceed to the PlayStation Store. Once you reach this step, you can just quit. Press circle, quit out, okay? Now remember, we set the memory stick device up here, the USB device, to flash 1. Now you're going to want to connect your PSP into USB mode. Now we'll go over here to the computer. Now when it pops up, you're going to see something like this. The folder that we're concerned with is the one called Registry. Now you want to take this folder and copy it anywhere onto your computer, somewhere where you can find it easily, like your desktop or anything like that. Okay? See, I copied it right into the other folder, but it doesn't matter as long as you know where it is. Now you want to get your PSP with 5.03 Gen or your Gen D3 or whatever PSP you want to put the PSN onto out. Okay, here's my my PSP 3000, just to show you. It says Gen C on it. Now, what you want to do first, you want to hit select, and you want to change the USB device on this one also to flash 1, and then you can exit. Then you want to hook your PSP up to USB mode. Now if you're trying to do this on Gen D3, instead of obviously putting it onto another PSP, you just want to copy that registry folder out onto your computer, re-update your PSP to Gen D3, and then follow the rest of these steps. Alright, so we're in USB mode in flash 1, and notice it looks much like the other PSP. Now all we want to do is replace that registry folder right there inside of flash 1 with the one I copied out onto my computer. So you just want to take this folder, drag it into here, and it's going to say, do you want to merge? You click yes. Yes, you would like to merge the two folders. And that's it. Now you're all set to go on the PSN on your 5.03 Gen firmware. And just to show you that it worked, now you're going to need to put psnlover onto your other PSP too, or make sure you have psnlover. If you're doing this on Gen D3, make sure you have psnlover installed beforehand, just to show you that this worked. See, the settings are all there. I'm going to sign in. And there you have it. PlayStation Store on 5.03 Gen. Now if you do this on Gen D3, remember you just copy that registry folder while you're in M33 to your computer, re-update your PSP to Gen D3, and then do the same thing that I just did. Go into flash 1, replace it with the other folder, and you'll be all set. Because usually in Gen, you'll get a connection error has occurred. It won't even let you sign up for the PSN. This way you're already signed up. Once you get past that, then it's all cake and gravy. You can get right into the PSN, download demos, the whole 9, songs, whatever you want to do. But there it is, Sworn Leader, signing out. Make sure you join sneakycodes.tk, like it, subscribe to it, and live it.
Peace.